Today we are going to write emails. First of all, we are to decide, are we going to write formal email or informal email? What is the difference? Let's watch. Informal emails are sent to people you know very well, a friend, a family member, your niece, for example, your classmate, and so on. For this reason, they use a friendly tone with informal language and a chatty style. Formal emails are sent to people in an official position or people you do not know well. For example, a head teacher, a newspaper editor, maybe your trainer, and so on. They are written in a formal style with a polite, impersonal tone. You see, it is important that you use a correct style when writing an email. Formal emails we usually write for purpose of business and important messages. Usually we write them to business and work colleagues. We use style and accuracy, professional, accurate spelling, punctuation and grammar, and do not use slang, exclamation marks, or smiles in formal emails. In formal emails, we usually write to our friends and relatives, and purpose is an informal message. Style is friendly and accuracy is less important. We may use, for example, smiles and different exclamation marks. Look at the beginning of our email. For example, formal, we start with such expressions as dear sir, dear madam, dear Mr. or Mrs. And for example, when we are writing to our friends and relatives, we may say hey, yeah, and so on. No rules, your choice. And remember, in formal letters, you mustn't use contraction. For example, in informal letters, we may say, who's calling? But in formal, you will say, who is? Or simply an expression, I haven't finished. In formal letter, you will write, I have not finished. In your textbook, a register is suggested. For example, informal style greeting, dear Andy, Uncle Fred, friendly, relaxed, personal style. It was great to hear from you. Frequent use of colloquial expressions. I haven't seen you for ages. Idioms. It costs an arm and a leg. You may omit a pronoun. And use simple linking words. And, but, so. And you may sign your letter off as love, yours, take care, all the best, and so on. For formal style, as we have said, greeting, dear, sir, madam, miss, mrs, and surname. Serious, impersonal style. I would like to extend an invitation to you too, and so on. Advanced vocabulary. For example, I am writing to inquire whether instead of I want to ask if. No colloquial English. Please inform me of any developments. Instead, please let me know what happens. Frequent use of passive voice. I am honored to be invited to. Instead of thank you for inviting me to. Formal linking words, phrases, consequently, therefore, moreover. For example, I have been charged with organizing the event and therefore I would like to extend an invitation to you to attend. And we signed our letters off as yours faithfully when you do not know the name of the recipient. Yours sincerely when you know the name of the recipient. Now in exercise 1, you are to define which style, formal or informal, would you use in an email to. Sentence 1. The director of studies at a Science University. Yes, it must be a formal email. Finish this task in your copybox. Exercise 2. You are to read the rubric and underline the keywords. Your school is holding a science week next month. Your teacher has asked you to invite a scientist from a university abroad to give a talk to students. Write an email to the scientist inviting them to attend the science week and give a talk. Give details about where and when the event will take place and say why you chose to ask him/her. Write your email. Let's look at the keywords. They are your school, science week, your teacher, a scientist from a university abroad, inviting them to attend the science week and give a talk. Give details about where and when the event will take place and say why you chose to ask him or her. Email. Now let's answer the questions. Who is going to read your email? A scientist from a university abroad. Why are you writing it? To invite him or her to attend our school science week and give a talk. What style will you write in? Formal. How many main body paragraphs will you include? What will each be about? 2. Details of event and why we chose to ask him or her. Now register. Read the model answer for the rubric in the Help button. Replace the informal bold phrases with their correct formal equivalents. For example, sentence 1. I thought I'd drop you a line to invite you as a guest speaker to give a talk to Year 11 students at a science week to be held at our school in Almaty. It's better to start with I'm writing. You are to finish this sentence in your copybooks.